If reports are to be believed, Tiger Woods and Sergio Garcia may have one of the most toxic relationships in golf. Given that they may have been interacting in the same circles for a very long period, it is not surprising. Moreover, they both possess enormous talent. Let's take a closer look on their history of feuds that includes charges of cheating, gaminess, and even racism. Battle at Bighorn. If some media allegations are true, the Tiger and Sergio friendship was the center of controversy in 2000 when the two competed against one another in a made-for-television battle. It initially appeared to be a friendly rivalry. Woods had to personally agree to Garcia as his opponent before the Battle at Bighorn, as it was known. In addition to winning the match, Sergio overexcitedly celebrated, which enraged Tiger. Senior Sports Illustrated reporter Michael Bamberger said that Garcia celebrated as if he had won the California lottery. Sergio failed to win a major in the years that followed that duel, whereas Woods did, yet he continued to drag Tiger's tail. Although it may seem insignificant, we are all aware that it is extremely difficult to remove yourself from Tiger's list once you've done so. Sergio, on the other hand, made no effort. He actually took the exact opposite action. U.S. Census of 2002 Open at Bethpage Black, play had been halted during a second round that was drenched in rain. Sergio complained to the media that if Woods had been playing during the intense downpour, play would have been suspended right away rather than continuing. At the 2006 British Open, the two encountered one another awkwardly. After losing his father 2 months prior, Tiger started the final round 1 stroke ahead of Garcia and went on to defeat him by 6 strokes to win his 11th major. Garcia was all in yellow that day, and afterwards, Woods reportedly texted a pal, "I just bludgeoned Tweety Bird," according to Ryan Lavner of GolfChannel.com. Garcia teased Tiger once more prior to the 2006 Ryder Cup matches, saying that he would enjoy playing him multiple times over the course due to his dubious career record in the international team competition. Woods is known for being a results-driven individual. Instead of looking at things like Twitter followers, ads, or picture sessions, he judges success by wins. So it won't sit well when a player like Sergio, who is, to put it mildly, more style than substance, calls him out repeatedly. Garcia also couldn't have missed the fact that Tiger doesn't exactly respect his career trajectory, which is unconscionable for a player of Garcia's status. The fact that Woods defeated Sergio 3 times down the stretch of a major championship, twice from the same pairing and without much difficulty, complicates the situation. Tiger Woods allegedly received a racial remark from Sergio Garcia. The conflict between Tiger Woods and Sergio Garcia has lasted for 10 years, starting in 1999 and 2000. They fought a vicious war of word of mouth again in 2002. At the U.S. Open at Bethpage Black, the two faced off against one another. Heavy rain forced the cancellation of the game, but Garcia claimed that the officials were unfair. Even though Tiger Woods may have been the face of the movement at the time, he took offense at the huge statement. They were tied to play in the Open Championship a few years later, which Tiger Woods won by 6 strokes. Later, it was revealed that Woods had disparaged Garcia by calling him a bludgeoned Tweety Bird in a text message to a friend, alluding to Sergio Garcia's match day yellow attire. When Garcia declared that he would invite Woods home for a dinner of fried chicken following the European Tour Players' Cup, the animosity took a shady turn. He later expressed regret for his remark, saying, "I made a dumb remark in response to a question that was obviously aimed at me as a joke. The reply was not intended to be racist in any way." In one of his interviews from 2013, Tiger Woods was asked if he wanted to settle their differences, to which he replied, "No." Later, when Sergio Garcia was asked the same question, he replied, "No. Neither he nor I need the other in our lives," he said. Woods and Garcia in war of words. Prior to the BMW Championship, Garcia gave reporters an honest assessment of the #1 player in the world while speaking in England. Garcia told the reporters, "He called me a whiner, and he's probably right. I know what he's like, and you guys are finding out, but that's also probably the first thing he told you guys that's real in 15 years. I don't have his phone number, for starters. Additionally, I didn't do anything wrong and have nothing further to say to him. In addition, he refused to answer the phone. I don't need him as a buddy, so it's okay. It's as simple as that. Like I've always said, I try to be as real as possible. I don't need him in my life to be happy, and that's okay." Woods was asked about his opponent on the same day, but on a different continent. When asked if he thought about calling Garcia to bury the hatchet, Woods simply said, "No." Although they have little regard for one another, their friendship reached a new low earlier this month when they were paired up for the Players' Championship third round. Garcia complained about the noise from the spectators while he was backswinging a shot on the second hole of that third round. Garcia later pointed the finger at Woods, claiming that Woods had purposefully groped a club in his bag during Garcia's swing, drawing jeers from the crowd. Woods denied the charge, claiming he had received the all-clear. Woods' description of the incident, according to the hole's chief marshal, lacked character, he later said. Jack Nicklaus calls the Tiger Woods-Sergio Garcia feud stupid. Jack Nicklaus only needs to look at some of the recent PGA Tour fights to realize how far the game has progressed while he was playing at his best. That might not always be a good thing. On the eve of the memorial, Nicklaus remarked, "We were trying to figure out how to get anyone to write about anything when we played. I believe you need to figure out a way to prevent someone from blogging about anything today. The difference is significant." For its anti-doping policy, the PGA Tour is being sued by Vijay Singh. As a result of the new rule affecting long putters, a small handful of players have hired legal counsel. And the argument grabbing all the media attention is between Tiger Woods and Sergio Garcia, who haven't been shy about their animosity until it reached a breaking point when Garcia shouted a racial slur at Woods. Nicklaus remarked, "The Sergio Tiger stuff, it's dumb. Do the boys fight among themselves? Usually, they find a solution on their own. You guys want the story to be resolved in newspapers. No one requires that. It's enough," I believe they both eventually said. "Men forget it. I assume there were moments in our day when you had a problem with someone and it developed. Let's move on. It's never been written about." The Woods-Garcia argument became nasty when Garcia was playfully asked if he would invite Woods over for dinner during the US Open at a European Tour dinner outside of London. The Spaniard announced that he would be serving fried chicken in an effort to fit in with the humor. Although he claimed he had been unable to contact Woods on the phone, Garcia expressed regret that evening in a statement and the next day at a news conference. A question was posed to Woods regarding whether he had thought about contacting Garcia to hear the apology so he wouldn't have to deal with it during a busy and significant week at the US Open. Along with Woods' fantastic game, Garcia's love of conversation on the golf course should put on a terrific show for us. Don't think for a second that Tiger will falter versus Garcia on national television, even just coming off one of the most demanding and exhilarating major titles in recent memory. And like he did at the PGA in 1999, surely Garcia will rise to the occasion and put on a good performance for everyone. Is this golf's next major rivalry? No. No one is currently close enough to Woods' league to be regarded as a competition. Instead, given the variety of personalities and youth, this will be interesting. When we first saw Garcia and Woods play professionally, their competition seemed destined to be terrific and intense. But instead, there was a verbal battle. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. I'll see you next time on the channel. Until then, it's goodbye.